You clicked on this video because you want to know how hard it is to become a professional soccer player in the US. Well, guess what? I got the answers. Let's get into it. Also, on the topic of going pro, click right here to watch my road to pro. It's not something you want to miss out on. Now let's get into this video. Before we go too deep into the conclusion that I've made based on the information that I have found, let's ask AI and ChatGPT what their answer is to this very, very hard question. So this is ChatGPT's answer to this very difficult question. Number 1. Intense competition, which includes global talent pool. Next, youth development systems. There are many leagues in the US like MLS Next and ECNL, and only a small percentage of these players actually make it to the professional level. Next, high skill expectations. Number 2, pathways to professional soccer. First one being youth academies. Second one being college soccer, and the third being lower leagues like USL, I guess MLS Next Pro, UPSL, whatever the lower leagues you may think about. Number 3, physical and mental changes, rigorous training, injury risk, mental toughness. Number 4, limited professional spots. The MLS currently only has 29 teams with limited roster spots, salaries. And number 5, networking and visibility. Players need to actively seek opportunities and attend trials and network with coaches and scouts. Simply, once again, I'm gonna emphasize this. This is what ChatGPT says. Simply being good isn't always enough. You must ensure you're being seen by the right people. So, simply being good is not enough to make it to the next level. You have to be seen by the right people. Let's go, before I go too deep now, let's go into the conclusion real quick. While the dream is attainable, the path to becoming a professional soccer player in the US is steep and selective. It requires unwavering commitment, exceptional skill, and often some degree of luck. Many players pursue backup plans such as education or coaching alongside their soccer ambitions. So basically what I'm taking from ChatGPT's answer, conclusion, everything, there's a lot of competition. There are different routes you can go, whether that being youth soccer academies, college, or lower league pros. There's a lot of physical and mental challenges. There are limited spots, but the 5th one really hit home where it said, simply being good isn't always enough. It's about who you know. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Comment down below what you think about that. Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's not fair? What do you think about simply being good is not always enough? It's about who you know. That goes on to my next segment. So which out of all this whole pyramid of the top leagues, top academies, which leagues are the best for you, whether you being a boy or a girl? Let's get into it. So based on my US youth soccer pyramid, the top 2 leagues, number 1 for the boys is MLS Next, and the top league for girls is the Girls Academy. Let's do a little bit of research. We're gonna start off at the lower part of the pyramid with the US youth soccer system. Let's see how many players play in the US youth soccer system. So according to AI overview on Google, US youth soccer registers nearly 2.5 million players annually, and then regular US soccer has over 4 million registered players, including 2.4 million boys and 1.7 million girls. Now let's look at what percentage of those players actually play MLS Next Soccer and Girls Academy Soccer. Before we get into that, these 2 leagues start out at U13 all the way up to U19. So anybody younger than U13 cannot play in these leagues. So starting out with MLS Next, according to Google and AI overview, the 2024 and 25 MLS Next season will feature over 16,000 players from 753 teams across 151 clubs. So out of those 4 million players that play US youth soccer, only about 16,000 will actually make MLS Next. What is the percentage of you playing MLS Next Soccer, the highest boys academy in the entire country? There is a 0.004% chance that out of all 4 million of those players, that you will be one of them to play MLS Next Soccer, the highest youth academy in the country. So the odds of you making the roster spot on an MLS Next team is 1 in 25,000. That means out of those 4 million players, out of every 25,000 players that may try out, only one person will make it. Think about that. Now let's move on to the Girls Academy. It says the same thing for the Girls Academy. Over 16,000 players across 114 clubs. So the odds are the same. 1 in 25,000 will make a roster spot for the Girls Academy. So if you are a girl and want to make one of these Girls Academy teams, out of all 4 million US soccer players, 1 out of 25,000 girls that try out for this program will make it. That is crazy. Now let's go into why these two leagues, or youth academies per se, are at the top of the pyramid and why are they so highly recommended to get you to the next level, which is being college soccer, which will be our next segment. Okay, so according to Google and AI Overview, MLS Next is considered a high quality youth soccer league because it provides a structured pathway for young players to reach the professional level in Major League Soccer, which is the MLS. Offering top-tier competition, professional coaching, and dedicated resources specifically designed to develop future MLS stars, essentially making it the most elite platform for youth player development in North America. Key reasons why MLS Next Soccer is considered good. First one, it is a direct link to the MLS. Number 2, high level of competition. Number 3, professional coaching standards. Number 4, focus on holistic development. And number 5, a pathway to MLS Next Pro. Based on these reasonings, I would play MLS Next Soccer. Let's go into the Girls Academy. According to Google and AI Overview, once again, Girls Academy Soccer is considered good because it provides a high level of competition for elite female youth players in the United States. With a focus on player development, standardized coaching, and a structured pathway to professional soccer through its partnership with US Soccer and Major League Soccer MLS Next, allowing players to showcase their skills against top talent across the country and gain exposure to college and national team coaches. Key points about Girls Academy. Elite competition is number 1. Number 2, player development focus. Number 3, coaching standards. Number 4, national exposure. And number 5, pathway to professional soccer. So based on these reasons for MLS Next and Girls Academy, if I was a boy, I would definitely want to play MLS Next. And if I was a girl, I would definitely want to play Girls Academy. Sadly, I cannot find the number or the percentage of MLS Next players or Girls Academy soccer players that go on to the next level, but I guarantee it's a very, very high percentage based on these high standards that these two leagues have and what these two leagues give their players when it comes to knowledge, coaching, technical, physical, and mental qualities. So let's say you were that 1 in 25,000 player that made it to MLS Next and Girls Academy, right? And you made it to college. Let's see what the percentage of college soccer players that go pro. According to Google and AI Overview, that only 1.4 to 2.1% of college soccer players actually make it pro. Now, so you made it to college, and your odds to go pro, which is MLS, Major League Soccer, is 1.4 to 2.1%. Think about that for a second. Let's look up how many players there are in the MLS. According to Google and AI Overview, there are up to 863 players in Major League Soccer. And if we go back to the 4 million US soccer players annually, that is a 0.000, yes, 3 zeros, 2.1575% chance of making it to the MLS. Let's look at the probability of that. It's a 0.021575% chance is 1 in 463,499. So that means pretty much 1 in every 500,000 soccer players make it to the MLS and get a roster spot. Now tell me right now that isn't steep. And the odds are not against every single last one of you, me included. And if you are a girl and you want to make it to the NWSL, there are 14 teams and 26 spots, which makes up only 364 players right now playing professional women's soccer. Now tell me that isn't even steeper than the men's. So this goes on to my next segment. What are you doing to differentiate yourself from the competition? What are you doing different to make yourself better? I hope you don't think just showing up to team practice alone is enough. It's not enough. You have to show up to team practice. You have to practice individually. You have to eat the right foods. You have to train. There are so many things that you will need to do to separate yourself from the competition to truly stand out. And what we learned from the beginning of the video when we asked ChatGPT what their answer was to this question on how hard it is to make it professional soccer in the US, they said being good sometimes just isn't enough. It's about who you know. So who are your connections? When you're playing, are you connecting? Are you writing down coaches' names and emails? Are you taking the time to truly get to know your coaches and get to know their connections and their connections? When you're going to camps, are you staying the extra 5-10 minutes to tell the coach who you are, what position you play, what team you play for, and what year you graduate, and how grateful you are for the opportunity of him or her watching you? Simple things like that. At the end of the day, it's not about what you do. People make decisions from the heart. Do they like you? Are you a likable person? And make them remember you. Are you rememberable? Are you just a regular number on the stat sheet? What makes you different? And if you can't answer that question right now, then we got some soul searching to do. If you're not putting in the extra hours, then what are you doing? Because I guarantee you right now there's somebody out here training right now while you're watching this video. Training while you're playing the video game. Training while you're on the phone scrolling on TikTok. They want it. Do you want it? How bad do you want it? Do you think Messi, Ronaldo, all the stars in this world, the greats in this world got to where they were by doing the bare minimum? They went over and beyond. So do you. Let's get to it. Now that you understand how hard it is, it's time to train. It's time to get better. Let's put this work in. Once this video ends, I want you, yes you, to get up and go train. Do something. Make yourself better. Make sure you're better than the player you were yesterday. Always improve. That's it for this video, y'all. I hope I answered a lot of questions and gave a lot of you youth players some clarity, and maybe even some parents of some youth players some clarity of how hard it is to truly make it to the next level in the US. If you enjoy this type of content and want to see more informational videos like this, and also training videos, I also do training videos too, check out my channel. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe, because I guarantee you will get no other straight up content just like this. And comment down below some questions you may have for me, or some future video ideas you want me to make some content on. I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Once again, this is Braylon Francis with Better Fitness Athletics. And I appreciate every single last one of y'all that stayed and watched the video all the way through. I wish everybody the best luck on their journey. I know you can do it. Believe in yourself just like I believe in you. And anything is possible. I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Peace.